Hold on, let me catch my breath.
Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Block off of play action. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. For Drew Lock coming out of Missouri, the one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength, and we see why there.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
At their own 14-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And some room to maneuver. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Locke, eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Second down at 5. Here comes Mooney now in the jet sweep. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Brings up 3rd and 3.
So that'll back him up 5. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. They look to throw. It's Locke. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Drew Lock keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Colts are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
From the 29, Mahomes. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. There's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 12, operating from the 39. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off at the 49. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Second and 10. From midfield, here's Locke. And that is incomplete.
But so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike 42, Mike 42, check, check, Mike 42. Let's go, Abby. Let's go, Abby. Let me know what you got. What you got, Abby? What you got, Abby? Give me something.
Shotgun snap to Locke. They'll get that complete to Albert O. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense will probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
A quick throw out wide to Mooney. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
They'll come out on a four-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Locke. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Back deep, Nyheim Hines. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, right back to Hines. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Let's do this.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Complete to Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Hines. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, right back to Hines. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. This is Hines. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That's taken in by Callaway. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 26-yard line.
On second down now, it's Hines, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to find Gallup here complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The delay, here's Hines. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Butker's kick here is good. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On play action, Locke. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster in the first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he goes out right around the 39.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And some space here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Clock now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Clock now to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
42's the mic, 42. 42's the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike 42.
Throwing now is Locke. Looking deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A huge play that time for the Colts. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. On 1st down, it's Taylor. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run once more with Taylor. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor pushing through the contact. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
A quick throw outside by Locke. Touchdown, Colts! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have got it on cruise control. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes got his man there complete to Gallup. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches at the 14-yard line.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
first and goal at the 5-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 5-yard line.
They run again with Hines. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Nyheim Hines with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They fake the handoff, now Locke. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Locke will try again on second down. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Throwing on first down is Locke. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. On first down, it's Taylor, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 70 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Locke going to run a little touch pass here to his wideout, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now this time Locke will throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th. Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Chiefs 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They run with Hines. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now it's Hines. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Here's Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A big offensive explosion.